All right, in case you missed class today or weren't able to get all the notes, here is what we did. So we kind of broke this lesson into two parts. So today we're going to focus just on two-step inequalities. So we're only going to do some of the examples in these problems. We're not going to tackle all of them today. The other half we're going to come back to tomorrow. So the whole idea is we're still solving this just like a two-step equation with that one extra step of worrying about what we're going to do if we multiply or divide by a negative number. So let's do this first one. Negative 20 is greater than negative 2x plus 4. So I'm going to draw my line down, and then I'm going to undo each of the steps. Again, always focus on your adding and subtracting. They added 4, so I'm going to subtract 4. That cancels out on the right, so I'm left with negative 2x. My greater than still there. On the left, hopefully you've gotten to the point where when you see that subtraction and that negative above it, we just naturally change it to adding the opposite. Negative 20 and negative 4 is negative 24. Now we do step 2. So now these are two-step. So negative 2x means they multiplied by negative 2. So I'm going to divide by negative 2. But a little alarm should go off in my head. I divided by a negative number. Whenever I divide by a negative number, I need to flip that inequality because I flipped the problem upside down. And then I simplify the rest. Negative 2 divided by negative 2 is just x. Negative 24 divided by negative 2 is positive 12. We kind of flipped the sign of the problem because of that dividing by a negative. So that's why we flipped that inequality. Then we go ahead and graph it on our number line. My number 12 goes in the middle. And I have 13, 14, 15, 11, 10, 9, 8. In this case, I want less than. So I just want an open circle. And then remember on these, 12 is less than x. So when the number's first instead of the variable, we have to be extra careful. If 12 is less than my numbers, it means my numbers are greater than. So I'm going to shade going to the right. Okay. So the bottom two in this page, save those for tomorrow. We're going to get to those tomorrow. So flip to the next page in your notes. So there's a problem up top involving a fraction and distributive property. We're actually going to skip that one. So go ahead and cross that one out. And then hit pause and copy down these two problems and draw number lines for each of them. All right, hopefully you paused, hopefully you got those copied down. Let's do two more examples together. So again, these are the same steps we normally would be taking in a problem. They added 7, so I'm going to undo it by subtracting 7. Adding 7 and subtracting 7 cancel out, so I get w over negative 3. My inequality just slides down, and then 2 minus 7 is negative 5. Now time for step 2. W over negative 3 means W divided by negative 3. So I want to do the opposite. I want to multiply by negative 3. But a little alarm should go off in my head because I multiplied by a negative number. So negative and a 3 and a dividing by negative 3 cancel out. I'm getting W. But because I multiplied by negative, I'm going to flip that inequality around. And then negative 5 and negative 3 is positive 15. Now I go ahead and graph it. 15 goes in the middle. And I number my number line going up and down. This time I want less than or equal to. So since it's okay to be equal to, I want to use a closed circle. And then remember, when the variable is first, you can use your inequality almost like an arrow. It's pointing to the left. I want numbers that are less than 15, so I can shade going to the left. Okay. All right, last one. I did make one small mistake on this one. I forgot and put an equal sign. Make that into a greater than sign for me. Okay. But I solve it just like I normally would. Take care of the adding and subtracting first. They subtracted 5, so I'm going to add 5 to both sides. So I get 3/4 y is greater than 9. Here's the step that we have some trouble with. Remember, when they multiply by a fraction, in order to multiply by fraction, we're going to multiply by its reciprocal. We're going to multiply both sides by 4/3. On the left, the nice part about this is the 4 in the numerator and denominator divide out, the 3's divide out, and we're just left with y. I multiplied by a positive 4/3, so my inequality doesn't change. On the right side, 9 is really 9 over 1. So you can either cross simplify if you're comfortable with it, or go ahead and just multiply and then simplify your answer. So 9 times 4 is 36. 1 times 3 is 3. 36 divided by 3 simplifies to be 12. So I get y is greater than 12. Graph it on our number line. 12 goes in the middle, and a number going up, and a number going down. Remember, give me at least 3 numbers in each direction. Y is greater than 12, so I want an open circle because it's greater than, not equal to. And then I want numbers that are greater than 12. So I want a shade going to the right. I want bigger numbers. Again, that inequality kind of points us in that direction. Okay, that only works if the variable is first, but it's a nice handy little tool to help make sure we're headed in the right direction. All right, hopefully that helps. Okay, we'll do some more practice here tomorrow. Have a great day.